again everyone, and welcome back to another Figma review, and today I'm looking at Figma number 241, Sinon, from Sword Art Online 2. And right off the bat, what can I say? This box is in one insane color. It looks fantastic. The more I see this new style box, the more and more I like it. This color just looks great. And as always, we've pictures of the figure on the side over here, and around here on the back, we've got some pictures of the figure in action. Through the window on the front of the box, you can see the figure and the accessories, but why bother looking through there when you can just bust it open and check it out? So in here, the backdrop of the pull-out DI stage segment is in a nice contrasting metallic gray-greenish color, which goes really well with the box. So now onto the inner packaging, and what we can see in here is the figure itself, two alternate faces, what looks to be an alternate back of head, her Glock, an orange effect part, and flipping it around to the back, the Hecate II, as well as a bipod up here. Open that up further, and we have the Figma bag, the base, and the alternate hands, and last up, the instructions. So as before, Japanese on one side and English on the other. Here we have a list of all the parts as well as how to put everything together. So now onto the main event, the figure itself. And there she is finally out of the box, and what can I say, this does look absolutely superb. Even for a Figma, this is incredibly intricate. All the detail on the costume, around the jacket, as well as those chaps, it just looks amazing. The colors here are beyond great, but there is one thing I could gripe about, and that is I feel the hair could be a little more vivid. Her hair is definitely one of those aspects that stands out the most in the anime, and here I feel it does look a little bit on the dull side, and I really feel it could benefit from some kind of lighter shade of color, or maybe some kind of gradient. Something along the lines of what has been done here with Miku's hair, except fading from light on the top to dark towards the tips. Getting a little closer to the hair there, and sadly this isn't the cleanest paint job I've seen on a Figma. On this side here it's not too bad, but over here quite messy, and that kind of highlights that bit of a mold line there on the side that you wouldn't see otherwise. Besides that gunmetal part there, the rest of the hair looks pretty damn good besides. As for the detail on the face, it's just as you'd expect by Max Factory. Perfect detail. Moving down a little further, and we have that scarf in a very, very light gray, featuring a darker pattern on the front, and that runs all the way along the side and down the length of the scarf. The scarf can be removed by pulling off the head, and it comes off just like that. Then you can stick the head back on. With the scarf removed, we can see into the collar underneath, as well as the collar of her jacket. As for the jacket, it is crazily detailed, coming in that Shino green, black, and light gray. For the most part, the paintwork on here is absolutely awesome. But if you're very particular and you really scrutinize it up closely, you can see a couple of lines go off here and there, but for the most part, this looks epic. We've got sculpted folds, seams, and button details. And all of this is made from a soft, flexible material. Also, the paintwork on the inner bodysuit looking pretty good as well. Around here on the back, we have a pouch, as well as what appears to be a holster. And moving around to the front is that shield doohickey thing, which I forget what it's called. The paint does look great in white and metallic blue, but the blue does seem to be a little off center there. A little lacking on this side and a little bit funky on this side, but that is really only noticeable if you're looking at it up really close. Moving down then to the legs, and we've got the chaps. And just like with the jacket, these are made out of a soft, flexible material. And moving down a little further, and we've got some nice subtle folds down along the length there. And last up, down here, is the shoes. One interesting thing I find about collecting figures is you do notice some aspects about characters you never would have. And in this case, I never noticed that Sinon wore such boxy Frankenstein shoes. They look kind of funny. But besides that, they look great as well. Now moving on to the weapons, and of course first is her beloved PGM Hecate II. This really is incredibly detailed. That looks awesome. On here we've got a flexible strap, as well as this removable bipod part here, an alternate section which connects in there like that. This back section here can pop off just like that, and there's that alternate stock section with that part down. And attaching that is pretty simple. You just use this hand here with the trigger finger, which connects on like that, and then just attaches on like that. Next up is her sidearm, which is a Glock 18C with extended magazine. And as well as that, we've also got this awesome muzzle flash effect part, and that just sticks onto the end of the gun like that. That looks pretty damn cool. Again, there is the default face, blushing face looking off to the side, and that awesome clenched teeth face. Now onto the articulation, and as always, from the head down. Bend at the neck all the way forward, all the way back, and there's the articulation towards the back, with the alternate head part. As you can see, that can go back quite a bit further. Side to side, there's that all the way around, at the shoulder all the way, oh. Let's try that one again. There it is, all the way up. So it can go up a little further, but this piece at the shoulder pushes it back down again. As usual, that can go all the way around, bend at the elbow, and your usual Figma wrist articulation right there, which is pretty good, a little bit blocked by the sleeve. Side to side at the torso, back and forward, and that's pretty good to the back there. Not much side to side at the waist down there, but we do have a little bit of back and forward. The leg all the way up to the side, that little flexible bit there is amazing. All the way up to the front, that's pretty good, and all the way to the back. Bend at the knee, lastly the ankle all the way up, all the way down, that can rotate all the way around, and we've got some side to side tilt there. So that is it for the review. I have to say I always feel like I'm repeating myself when it comes to this section of a Figma review. What can I say that I haven't said hundreds of times before? Figma really is the best line of anime figures in this scale range, and Sinon here is no different. The paint, sculpt, detail, everything is perfect on here. So pretty much if you're a Sword Art Online 2 fan, you owe it to yourself to get this figure. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more Figma reviews. See you next time.